Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Joe. How's it going today?
Morning. Going good. Going good.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Welcome to this nice Monday morning. It's nice for a lot of reasons, especially if you're pro crypto. Just saying. Not that I'm trying to get too political already as I start off the stream. Yeah, a lot of happenings this weekend. Maybe we'll touch on it as we kind of get going through things here. 100 Air in the house. Welcome, 100 Air. Hit that like. Yes. And about to walk into a meeting. Okay, well, I appreciate you at least coming in, showing some support. I hope the meeting goes quick too. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Also, don't forget, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you know the drill. Both of our channels are in the description. So go hit the like and subscribe on those channels. All right. I don't know, Joe. Lots of crap going on in the crypto space.
Yes.
This is the big thing coming around here, with Trump supposedly going to be talking at the BTC conference this coming Saturday. That the potential that he's talking about making Bitcoin a reserve asset to back the US dollar. I mean, that could be amazing. It would be hella good for the price of Bitcoin.
Right. Not only that, but also getting more people aware of crypto.
Amen.
Still, right now, there's so many that are saying, "Oh, it's a scam."
Yep.
How's it a scam if you have all these, politicians and then the president talking about it? So yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yep. I agree. I mean, I don't know. This it's like anything else, you know what I mean? But I get it. He's a focused guy on the US dollar for the most part, and I understand that's where he made his money. He's a businessman. I get it. But even the hint of this, or talking about the hint of this, I think will be volumes for the cryptocurrency space. You're right, and the echoes that'll have across the world. I think, to be quite frank, I don't know. My opinion. You agree? No.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And as I mentioned earlier, like, last year you talked to people about crypto and very few heard about it. This year you talk to people about crypto and some of them heard about it, but they still think it's a scam. It's internet fake money. But in my opinion, like, how can you still think that when you have, people in Congress talking about it, when you have
You got ETFs all around the world. I mean,
yes,
governments. Yeah, exactly.
banks, just
Banks.
yeah. So,
I agree. Well, we're gonna see. We'll see how that plays out. Obviously, if something like that does happen in his speech on Saturday, you and I will be talking about it next Monday when we're
yes.
sitting here talking about the crypto markets, and I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about at that point. But for the most part, that's honestly what I wanted to at least get out there. Ferreira Hamed, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Goes to the moon, sure. I mean, these couple of days here at this point. But I mean, you might be looking to talk about that because I see you got some bubbles prepared for us there, Joe.
Oh yes.
Let me
What
bring
they
it up on
want
the screen.
Matic?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this is for the week. This is not for the day, so don't get too excited. This is for the
I
week.
was getting excited there, but
Yeah, I know. And the weekly overview, you can see that memes have been blasting off. Of course, we have Mew. This one just continued to blast off. We have Bonk, we have Whiff, we have Pepe, we have Floki, we have Doge. There's so many meme coins that are taking off. Memes are going to bring new money into the market. Last season, it was NFTs. This season, memes. You're gonna hear your neighbor's friend talking about his friend got into a meme coin and he turned $100 into 10,000, and that's where the excitement's at, and it continues to be that. So, in my opinion, memes will continue to lead the market, and this past week they've done that. So, this is the weekly. We have the daily. We have, of course, some of the meme coins still going. Then, of course, you have Elron or I forget what they call themselves now. a Multiverse X or something like that. But anyway, I call it eGold. You got Beam, you have AVAX.
Beam.
We talk about Beam on the shows.
Yeah.
For the voting, is it only Fridays?
Yes, only on Crypto on the Rocks, Friday, 7 p.m. But Beam is last cycle. This cycle, it's all DPIN. That was actually for gaming and P2E.
Right. So with here, we do have some green, some that are red. And just know that what goes up will come down. So if you have coins that are green day after day after day, people are going to take profit. So don't freak out when your coin goes down 5%, 15%. It's just people are taking profit. And if you're not taking profit, hopefully you're adding to your entry or you're taking profit. So those are the two things there. On the hourly, though, on the hourly, not looking too hot. On the hourly,
no, not at all.
Right. And we're going to get to that, the reason why, coming up right now. So the reason,
hey, Crypto Candy's in the house.
Hey, Crypto Candy, what's up, buddy? The reason for that is because Bitcoin decided to come down pretty hard, nice and hard. For Bitcoin, this is a pretty nice move as far as it's not 10% like a regular coin would be. This is probably like 1% or something. So let's just measure it out. 1.5%. So this, if it was a regular coin, it would be roughly 10%. And of course, everybody freaks out with 10%. For Bitcoin, people freak out 1% because they see it coming down. Now it did break. So we did this yesterday on our stream where we have our range high right around 67.6, our range low, and we're getting these from the pivots. So these are our pivots where the price action changes direction. People call it a swing, pivot, change of direction. It's all the same thing. People just want to sound smart, but it's really wherever the price comes down, stops, goes up, or goes up, stops, comes down. So this is what we drew the other day. We have 67.6 for our top range high. Range low is 66.3. And then our mid range, or kind of like the middle area, is 67. Now, it did break above here and it came down beautifully to the mid range, started coming up. And these are my drawings from way back over here. I was saying if the price action comes down to this area, the coins will still do well and more than likely come back up here, come back down, come back up. This will be nice and healthy for the market. Now, what I would really like to see is for the price to come down. Once again, this was on Friday. I would like to see it come down all the way down to 64 and come up, come down. So by doing this, our coins will retrace around 12% or so, but it'll be a nice, healthy retracement, giving Bitcoin time to breathe because we had this really nice run up prior to the weekend. Now, on Friday, I believe I mentioned, if this continues up, we're going to have a really nice weekend. And we did. We had a really nice weekend. But now, let's see what happens. And all we're doing is trading these level by level. We're not trying to predict. We're not trying to say, oh, it's going to do this for X amount of days, and then it's going to come down. No, we wait. We wait and see. Here we have a trend line. Now, one thing that I absolutely love with trend lines and support resistance levels, we drew this trend line from here to here on Friday, I believe, or I think it was during the weekend, Saturday, and we extended it. And look what happened. Price came up, went right to this trend line, found resistance, and came right down. Now, does this mean that it was going to definitely stop here? No. It's just an area of resistance. It could have easily broke this area and then gained support, just like how it did here. It broke it, started finding support, broke below it, and then sure enough, now it met resistance coming down. So whenever you're doing support, resistance, and trend lines, and you see another influencer or YouTuber or whoever talking about this, look, guys, we called this, we said it was going to stop right here, and it did. Be careful with those guys. Be very careful with those because nobody knows what's going to happen. Like, all we're doing is setting these levels, and if they stop there, great. And if they don't, okay, well, then now it was resistance. Now it becomes support. So just, I worry about people because I used to be that person. Brand new coming in, and they got it right down to the T. They know what they're talking about. I would join their group, and got bamboozled because like all their calls were not right to the exact moment. So just kind of give you a heads up.
I mean, nobody can do that though. I mean,
no. But they say it though. They say it, and that's what gets me. They say it. They're like, "Yeah, guys, we called it. We called this spot, and I knew what was going to happen, and I told you." Oh man, I hate when people say, "I told you. I told you it was going to happen." Hey, look, we have Matic right here. All right, so he wanted to see Matic, right?
Sure.
Okay. So for Matic, we did this one actually yesterday on the live stream, and for this one, we do have this really nice zone right between. Well, let's go ahead and label it for you. So let's go ahead and do it right here. So right between 0.58 and 0.55. Let me see if I can make this a little larger. There we go. So right between 0.58 and 0.55, this is our little zone that we have. I would recommend setting an alert right at 0.6030, which is above these candle bodies and wicks, so that when the price action comes up here, and it's not a matter of if, it's when. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week, next month. But when it does this number and then finally breaks out, we get alerted. Once we get alerted, we have to have the 4-hour candle close above 0.58. If the candle closes underneath it, you don't enter. Not financial advice, but you don't enter. Because it could go back into this zone for who knows how long, couple days, couple weeks, and then possibly come down. So instead of waiting all this time, you get alerted, you make sure the 4-hour candle closes above 0.58, then you enter. So that's my thought process on that. I'll go ahead and give a target as well. So our first target could be underneath these areas of candle bodies and wicks.
Yep.
So our first target would be roughly around 15%. And let's go ahead and name this one target. And for a stop loss, I would do just underneath our little zone. So right around 9%. Can we do 10? Let's do 10%. Now, this is just the first target. Now, of course, you can have targets further on up, but this is just the first target. So just kind of give you a heads up. All right, that's what I got on Matic.
Well, let me ask one other question. Now, that's looking at Matic from a trader's perspective. If this a newbie who ends up watching this and they're thinking, I want to throw some money into this, what do you think? The good price point at this point, or
as far as an investment?
Yes, to hold. Now, this is I'm thinking the investor mindset now.
Okay, yeah. So whenever we're doing this, we always want to know how we're trading this. If we're trading this as an investor, well, then let me go ahead and just hide all this. So let's start from the beginning. And it's going to be quick, though. So let me go ahead and hide all this. Okay. So as an investor, would I enter the trade right now? Let's see. So as an investor, I would enter the trade right now just because more than likely it might come down here to 0.50 and hopefully bounce. Now, depending if the investor is going to have a stop loss or not. So there's several different ways of doing all of this stuff. You can be an investor that is a safe investor to where you have a stop loss so that if it does go down 20, 30, 40%, you're not riding it all the way down. You can just put your stop loss, you lose 15%. If you are that type of investor, right now would be a nice time to enter, not financial advice. You always have to say that after everything. Do a stop loss of around 12%. I would actually like to do a stop loss at 20%, but that might be too much for some people. So do a stop loss of around 12%. If you get stopped out, no problem. Just set your alert right here at 0.5777. And then that way you can re-enter once it crosses this level, because more than likely by that time it's ready to go. Now, one thing that you might notice, I have the time frame changed. Because I'm looking at the investor mindset, I'm going to a higher time frame. Before I was a trader mindset, that was on the 4-hour time frame. Now the investor, I'm on the daily. So in case y'all didn't catch that.
That's a good point. That's important. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, definitely. So here would be your stop loss. Now, as far as your target for an investor, if you want to hold this roughly around maybe 2 months to 3 months, potentially, you can get about 126%. Now, granted, this is going to take some time. You're going to see the price action go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up.
Right.
It's going to take some time. It's not going to be overnight. But eventually, a few months, and again, this all depends on Bitcoin and what the market's doing. But hopefully, this would be your first target. And this is not a bad risk reward ratio. Now, in my opinion, and it's actually true, but I'll say my opinion, investors make way more money than traders. Because with traders, you're getting in a trade, you're cashing out some at 30%, some at 40%, some at 50%. Then you're trading it again, some at 20%, some at 40%. Then it comes down, you may get stopped out plus 12% if you're moving up your stop loss. However, with an investor, you set this and then you'll check on it maybe once a week or whenever. And let's say
I was
it
about to
comes up.
say it's a lot less stressful.
So much less stressful, and this is for people who, have a busy life. They have, a job, they have a family, they have multiple jobs. Just buy it, hold it, check it on it, maybe in a week or so. And let's say it dumps and then you get paid again. Well, then you can add to your entry. And then now, for your first entry, here's your target 126. Your second entry, your target is 61. And this is so less stressful. Make sure to set your target, or you can wait. If you don't know how to trade, what I personally would recommend is selling your coins the last quarter of 2025. That way, this Matic, instead of just being a 1x or maybe even a 2x, it's probably going to be a 5x.
I was going to say, more than that. Yeah.
Right. So minimum, you're looking at 500%, guys. 500%. 700%, 1,000%. I actually did this by accident when I first started trading. I put several coins in a wallet, forgot about the wallet. 8 months later, now the market is booming and I'm learning how to trade and I'm trading 20%, 40%. But these tokens that I had in this wallet that I completely forgot about, 8 months later, every single one of them, 10, 12, 14x.
Yep.
Every single one.
It's like surprise.
Yes. So this is what I would recommend. Buy it, hold it, add to it on your paychecks. And then, of course, I'm going to sell a third September 2025, October 2025, November. By the end of November, all of my investments are going to be sold. Now, I'm still going to be trading, but November 2025, all of my investments are gone. And I don't care if other YouTubers, other influencers are saying, extended bull market, we have a president now that's, with crypto, we have, all. I don't care. They got me last time.
Yep.
This time they're not getting me.
I hear you.
I'm selling. I don't care. I'm selling.
Mike's in the house. Mike, welcome. Appreciate
What's going on, Mike?
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, from across the ocean here.
Nice.
We got Dave P in the house. Welcome. Good morning to you,
Dave
sir.
P?
Appreciate you. Hey, you know what? Now is a good time, Joe, for you to tell everybody where you're going to be in a couple hours.
Yes. So I'm going to be on Trading Wars. Trading Wars at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have a bunch of traders trading in a very, very difficult situation. We're trading with leverage, and we have to not lose. And if we lose, and if we lose the most, then we have to face Crypto Face on Thursday. Now, if we win the most, then we get pretty much we're saved to where we don't have to worry about that the following week. So, of course, we have Crypto Crow, we have TradeFly, we have a bunch of traders, and all of us are good, but we're put in a very, very tough situation. And it's a lot of fun. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's Trading Wars. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was interesting to watch last week. I don't know if I'm hoping I'm going to be back in time to be able to watch it this week, but yeah, last week it was interesting. And then while you guys are doing your thing, he's asking questions, you're getting to know the
Right.
traders, you know what I mean, and you understand a little bit about the mindset. I found that interesting anyway.
Right. Yeah. The last time I was trading 50x leverage on the 1 minute time frame, and this time, yeah, it was, man. I was like, hey, let's just do it. This time, more than likely, I'll trade with 10 or 20x leverage, but still. But I don't know. It depends on the market. If they're not moving, I'll have to crank up my leverage. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun though.
Yep. So what are you thinking? You gonna be seeing crypto face or what?
I hope not. I really hope not. But of course, when the show started on the last Monday, of course, I said, man, I'm excited on Thursday, see Crypto Face. And Crypto Keeper, who's the host, is like, no, like that's if you lose. I said, exactly. Thursday, it's on. But of course, I didn't lose. I came in second. Second
I
best.
was gonna say I thought you did pretty good though.
Yeah. I came in second best. So that was very exciting, very surprising. So it was pretty cool.
Okay.
Especially with 50x. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know. I can't. I wouldn't do that on any time.
Dude.
Quite frank. Okay, I can't say I haven't done it because I have.
Right.
What little of my butt I got left right now. Still from that.
I'm telling you, man, it was pretty intense. Pretty intense.
Now, can I ask? And feel free to hold your secrets to yourself there, but I know you like support resistance levels when you're trading, that kind of thing. Even on 50x, is that how you're looking at it?
Oh yeah. So let me show you a chart.
Okay.
So like on this one, I've been watching this one, and so what I do is first I will pretty much just have a clean chart, and this is what I was trading earlier. Actually last night. But so here I go. Here's my support, and it's actually breaking support, and here's my resistance. I got this on. Here's my resistance right around here. Let's go here. So right now, I would actually enter a short. I would enter a short 50x just because it's breaking this. Now, does that mean it's going to go down all the way down to here? No. But I have a higher probability that it might. So there's one of my levels. Here's another one of my levels. And then here's an order block right here. So, and an order block, there's so many different words that make you sound smart that mean the same thing. You can call this an order block, liquidity zone, support zone. All it is there's a wick. So if I were to turn on some of my indicators, you'll see.
We know you don't use indicators.
Yeah, I don't like indicators. However, there are. Is it 5 minute? Let me go to a higher time frame, 15-minute. However, there are times where I'll use them just to kind of make sure that what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. But like I see all this stuff without the indicators, and it depends on what time frame you're on too, depending on what you'll see. But yeah, I really like doing this, and 50x, like I said, and now it gets really messy with all these indicators, so I kind of just like doing this.
Yeah, that just looks confusing to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what they are, the ribbons and so on and so forth, but it's like, excuse me.
But yeah, so like on this one, I would do 50. Well, depending if there's a lot of movement, and I've been watching this one. It really takes a while for it to move, but I would probably do it because this time I'm gonna go a little safer. I'm gonna do like 20x. But one thing that I do is, of course, I have my entry, and then I'm watching it. I'm watching it like a hawk. So if it starts coming up, doing this, I just take the loss. I take the loss. I don't care. I'll wait to see if it's going to come back down.
Yeah, if it's going to turn.
If so, then I'll enter again. But if it comes up, breaks this level, granted I still have wicks, then I'll do a long. and it's just, which way is going to go. And because it's such a short time frame, you don't know if it's going to go up or down. But if
Right.
you're trading on a higher time frame, which that's what you're supposed to trade on, like you can tell, oh, it's gaining support or it's losing support. Here, you don't know because it's in the making of support or resistance. So
Right.
So yeah, and that's what adds to the complexity of what we're doing. Like we can see, oh, it's probably losing support. But if you had higher time frame, you would say, oh, it lost support.
Right.
Here's another 1 hour candle or what have you. So yeah.
Yeah, time frame definitely makes a huge difference. We got Lenny Kid in the house. Welcome, sir.
What's going on, Lenny Kid? Glad to have you here, brother. Glad to have you here.
Appreciate you. So yeah, everybody, make sure you're tuning in today. Trading Wars, 1 p.m. Eastern time, to watch this man maybe coming first this time.
I just don't want to be the last. There you go. As long as I'm not the last, man, I'm good. I'm good.
I understand. Well, beside Trading Wars, do you have anything else going on your channel this week or coming up soon?
Not that I'm aware of. It's pretty much the same thing. Every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go over Bitcoin. We go over charts. I answer questions. I do a lot of stuff that others charge for. I give it for free. So I encourage, questions. If you have questions on indicators, if you have questions on time frames, if you have questions on just anything crypto related, like I give 1 hour of free mentorship. And then if there's not a lot of questions or a lot of charts that are asked, because I do charts as well, then the show will be like 15, 20 minutes, because it truly does depend on the questions I get. If not, I go back to doing my charts, go back to my trades.
I get it. Well, that's great. Again, 3 p.m. Eastern time every day.
Yes.
See Joe doing his thing and doing some explaining. And for those who aren't familiar with Joe, link to again his information in the description below. So go ahead and check that out. For me, tomorrow, Matrix Money Podcast going to be broadcasting. We're going to be talking, for anybody who might be interested in cryptocurrency mining, we're going to be talking about the new miners coming out from Ice River and Bitmain, and about mining Alephium, so ALF. So if you're interested in any of that, tomorrow 10 a.m. on this channel or the Matrix Money Podcast channel. And then later this week, matter of fact, Joe, I don't know if you know this, but you're about to find out. Later this week, on Thursday, we're going to have Crypto Bedell live from the LTC Nashville conference. And
excited about that.
Exactly. But here's the other thing that you may not know. He's going to try and join us live from the conference Friday for Crypto on the Rocks.
Wow.
How
that's
awesome
cool.
is that going to be?
That's going to be pretty cool.
That would be awesome. So, and that's Friday, 7 p.m. So if all goes well, we'll see him actually Thursday, Friday, and then we're doing another live stream on Saturday from the BTC Nashville. So thanks to Bedell, we got all that covered. But I'm kind of excited if he can chime in on Crypto on the Rocks from the conference. I think that's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, Crypto on the Rocks is fun anyway. Maybe it's just because I'm drinking. I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Crypto on the Rocks at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. It's more of a laid back, hanging out with your buddies, drinking a brewski, just talking crypto, talking stories, talking whatever.
I was going to say, talking a lot of things.
Yeah. So it's a really cool place just to hang out. We're all friends, so it's a good place.
Exactly. And anybody's welcome to join, by the way.
Right.
So keep that in mind. I mean, we have a pretty solid group of people that's always there. But if you're watching now and you're thinking, that sounds like fun, you are welcome to join in. I always put the link. All you got to do is click it and come on in. So it's pretty simple. Right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I mean, any last thoughts about the markets, Joe, before we let you go and do some practice for Trading Wars?
No, I think everything's good right now. Just keep an eye on Bitcoin. Make sure that it does not come down further, and it's coming down. It's coming down pretty good right now.
Yeah, it looks
If it breaks through this right here, here's our next level right at 66.3. And then if so, then we might touch this again. If it continues, man, everybody on Trading Wars is going to be doing shorts. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's just all level by level. That's all we do.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you heard it here first, theoretically, folks. So, but tune in for. Whoops, wrong button. Tune in for Trading Wars at 1:00 Eastern Standard today. All right, that's going to do it. Joe, thank you for being here as always. Listen, we're doing this Crypto Market Mondays every Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If all goes well, next Monday we'll also be on Joe's channel at the same time. So
Right.
watch for that. You'll be able to watch us on either channel. But in the meantime, we appreciate you. For my channel, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Matrix Money Podcast. And don't forget, Joe, 1:00, Trading Wars, and then Joe again, 3:00, so you can get some free trading education.
Yes.
All right. We're heading out. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Smash the like. Thank you, guys. We'll see ya.